Hey, Kathy, welcome to Vivid Vibration. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe as I'm just getting started, and all of your support is very, very helpful and much appreciated. Cappies. Okay, so we have the empty room and the judge, the apocalypse, and the vessel, the vision, and the seed. Whoo, Cappies. Cappies, Cappies, oh my Cappies. Goodness gracious. Okay, I mean, I feel like saying like in an ending of apocalyptic proportions. You have really had to, like pull away and kind of just sit with everything that's occurred. Um, and I want to say sort through the pieces and figure out what can be salvaged and what is just lost in this end. I don't feel sad. I don't feel upset. I don't feel like your energy is I almost feel like your energy is rejuvenated. Because I feel like experiencing this end almost like served as a catalyst for you to really come back to yourself. And I feel like when you came back to yourself, you were like, wait a second. This is like I didn't want to cap out there anyway. Like I I've always wanted to keep going, keep growing, keep doing, right? I feel like the idea here is that I'm the motherfucking goat. Sorry, YouTube. I gotta work on that. But I am the goat. And if I am the goat, then, then this is not where I was supposed to be stopping anyways. And I feel like there's an idea here of a really like I want to say like taking the good and going. Because it's like now that I see where I was limited, because it's the idea of clearing the forest and of lifting the veil. And it's like now I see where my limitations were. Watch me go towards like what it is that I know that I'm meant for. Because the seed is the idea, you have everything that you need, and in order to really go for what it is that I think that you envision for your life in a big way. I feel like this big ending required big review that inspired you to big moves. I like that, Caps. Okay. What else can we get for y'all? Hope everyone is doing well in spite of the big. Okay. That's a whole lot. Okay. We have the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. I kind of want to put the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles here with the Apocalypse, because it's just this idea of really like clearing away the confusion, lifting the veil and having an acknowledgement and a recognition of like all of the many reasons that something had to end. And I think, there's an element of mourning here. I don't know if it's just like the energy that I'm like picking up on presently, that's just like not sad and it's you're coming out of this sadness. And so it's just kind of like a past tense type of energy, or possibly just something that you kind of flow in and out of, like you've moments of feeling sad and moments of feeling like, man, I wish I wish that it hadn't gone down that way, but it did. And like, but like, aren't I glad that it did? Because now I'm going to really be able to go towards my passion and like something that I really that I love, that doesn't leave me feeling like I've been shorted every step of the way. The Magician, love. Okay. The Magician, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. I mean, I feel like there's an idea here of like with this ending, like the ending is what clears. I almost want to say like clears out the white noise so that you can hear the call to go towards what it is that you are, like meant for, that you're calling into you. The Nine of Pentacles is like wish fulfillment, and like coming into your power. And I feel like Cappy's in a big way. There's just this idea of like feeling called to come into your power, but being able to hear the calling of your soul because you weren't listening to the white noise of everyone else. I feel like there was another one of your reads. Like there was like somebody who was like, "That's wrong, that's bad, that's wrong, that's bad, that's wrong, that's bad," and they were like basically belittling you or belittling your dreams or belittling, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was one of those things where you were like, you respected that person and you respected their opinion, and so you're like, yeah, maybe I should just kind of like, you know, do what I'm doing and build from there and not really go after what I want. And it's like, no, why would you do that? Because you're being limited by people who don't want you to outgrow them. And I feel like there's an idea here of you really understanding what that means. The lack. But I feel like what this is saying, the Star, Justice, and Ace of Wands, is that you are being offered an opportunity, or creating an opportunity, honestly, is what I want to say, Kathy, because I feel like this is all very like you. This is all a you thing. I feel like whatever this ending was, it was like in the end, it's like me, myself, and I. Ooh. It's just me, myself, and I. Like that's kind of the energy here. But there's justice in that because you are able to go towards your new beginning and bring healing to your, to the lack that existed and the inadequacy that it created around you that was confining to you. Like you're able to create justice around that, and you're able to bring healing to that. And I love that. Okay, Cappy. I'm sorry for singing at you. I'm sure it was terrible. I apologize, but I really enjoy that song, and it feels like that's kind of your anthem right now. It's like G-Eazy and somebody else. God, I don't know what song has it out. It came out like 5 or 6 years ago, I want to say. The Queen of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, well, I love this, Cappies. I feel like there's an idea here of really wanting to like go toward, like the opportunity of a relationship that I feel like it's something that you feel very, very protective of. So I wonder if there isn't an element here of just feeling like there was a, I mean, it could play out in so many different ways. It could play out for your job. It could play out in a love relationship. It could play out, but like take it how it resonates, obviously. But I feel like there's an idea here of like you weren't really able to engage with anything or anyone that matched you. I feel like you were engaged with a lot of lack. And I feel like like the reality of that is that like a lot of things ended and they ended with reason, right? And you have an opportunity to, like, you've gone through this process and you've come up out of it feeling very empowered in a way that almost like frees you to really go toward like a union, um a union with another person, a union with like a creative project. Take it how it resonates, but I feel like whatever it is, it's something that like I almost feel like it's that click. And again, that was in one of your read first. It's this idea of like somebody telling you that you shouldn't do something or that somebody was bad or something was bad, and you believing it until you really didn't, and then you're like, you know what? No, this person is my person. This role is my calling. This whatever is my next step. Like in all of the end, I feel like what you are discovering in a big way is that you missed out on an opportunity to go towards what you wanted. And now that you're freed from this lack, you're ready to bring healing and justice with through a new opportunity that I think you feel very, very protective of. Um, Again, I'm not sure if it's like a love relationship or like a project that you're working on that you had, like backburnered. I feel like this idea of like you backburnered some things in your life for like for something that I want to say just like ran its course. And I feel like the King of Cups. I mean, the King of Cups again. The King of Cups in this deck though is really more of this idea of like emotional detachment. And I kind of feel like what I want to say is that you had to practice a lot of emotional detachment in whatever it is that you were previously existing in. For no other reason than that it just didn't match you. It matched the version of you that it wanted you to be. But now that you're not that version of yourself that you have to be in order to match people who aren't really matched to you, you're free to go towards what you want, possibly a relationship, but also possibly just, like a project, a goal, something that you are like in love with, right? I mean, we can be in love with things other than people. Although we have the Eros and Siren here for your last cards. Eros is love, the idea of Eros is like passion, commitment, love. The Siren is the idea of like you can't turn away from the call of the siren. The only way to avoid going for it is to tie your hands to the mast. And I kind of get the feeling that if you had tied your hands to the mast in order to avoid going for something previously, your ties got burned off in the apocalypse, and you can't avoid what it is that you really want any longer. Okay, cats. All right. If you're interested in booking a personal read with me, please, sorry, like, oh. If you're interested in booking a personal read with me, please click the link in the description box below. Um, if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe. All of your support is very helpful and super appreciated. If this is where we part ways, thanks again for hanging out, and I'll see you again soon.